Welcome to Learn English with Story and Conversation. Lesson 1. The Brave Little Tailor. Once upon a time, a little tailor was sewing in his shop when 7 flies buzzed around him. Annoyed, he swatted at them and killed all 7 with one blow. Proud of his feat, he stitched 7 at one blow onto his belt. Believing this meant he had defeated 7 giants, the townspeople sent him to defeat a real giant. The tailor cleverly tricked the giant by using his wit, making the giant believe he was incredibly strong. The giant fled in fear, and the king rewarded the tailor with riches and his daughter's hand in marriage. The clever tailor lived happily ever after, forever remembered for his cleverness. Lesson 2. The Elves and the Shoemaker. A kind shoemaker struggled to make ends meet. One night, he left his last piece of leather on the workbench, hoping to craft shoes the next morning. To his surprise, when he awoke, the leather had been transformed into the most exquisite pair of shoes. They sold quickly, and the next night, the same miracle occurred. Hiding behind his workbench, he discovered that 2 tiny elves were crafting the shoes. Grateful, the shoemaker and his wife made warm clothes for the elves as a gift. The elves, delighted, danced with joy and disappeared, never to return. The shoemaker prospered, and he and his wife lived in comfort from that day on.
Lesson 3.
The Frog Prince. A young princess was playing with her golden ball near a well when it fell in. A frog emerged and promised to retrieve it if she would befriend him. Desperate, she agreed, and the frog returned her ball. Disgusted, the princess fled, forgetting her promise. The next day, the frog arrived at the castle, reminding her of her vow. Reluctantly, she let him into the castle, where he ate from her plate and slept on her pillow. In the morning, the frog had turned into a handsome prince, released from a curse by her kindness. They married, and the princess learned the value of keeping promises.
Lesson 4.
The 12 Dancing Princesses. A king had 12 daughters who mysteriously wore out their shoes every night. Curious, the king promised a great reward to anyone who could discover their secret. Many princes tried and failed until a clever soldier used a magical cloak to follow the princesses. He discovered that they sneaked out each night to dance in an underground kingdom. The soldier reported this to the king, revealing the secret pathway. The king, overjoyed, rewarded the soldier with his choice of the princesses in marriage. The spell was broken, and the princesses could no longer sneak away. The soldier and his chosen princess lived happily ever after.
Lesson 5.
Rapunzel. A lonely couple longed for a child, and when the wife finally became pregnant, she craved a plant from a nearby witch's garden. The husband stole the plant, but the witch caught him and demanded their child in exchange. The witch named the baby Rapunzel and locked her in a tower with no door, only a window. As Rapunzel grew, her hair became long and golden. The witch would climb it to visit her. One day, a prince heard Rapunzel singing and climbed up her hair. They fell in love and planned to escape. When the witch discovered their plan, she cut off Rapunzel's hair and banished her. The prince eventually found Rapunzel, and their tears of joy healed his blindness. They returned to the prince's kingdom and lived happily ever after.
The end.
Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.